Hey guys, it's Troy here. Have you ever thought to yourself, you'll become happy when you become successful? You see, so many of us fall into this trap, and for the longest time, I did too. This episode is a little bit different. It's a speech that I was able to give at a program called Venture Healthcare at the University of Alberta. And I hope that it provides you with some insight through my personal experience with success and happiness. Let me know what you guys think. Enjoy. Since I originally got accepted into the program, the trajectory in which my pharmacy career has taken me is a little bit different than most people. You see, I've been so blessed to have so many different opportunities, different projects, different initiatives, different businesses, different practice sites that my career has taken me in such a short time frame. And one of the greatest milestones for me was when I was able to take over a pharmacy management position within the practice site that I work out of now, which is located in Edmonton's downtown inner city. And here we work on a few really cool and creative projects, such as those that solve problems related to opioid dependency, hepatitis C, and bridging the gap in care for those that are struggling with mental health. And so for most people, when they look at this, they think, the dream has become a reality, right? And this is everything that you could ask for. But really, personally, my experience has actually been one where I've actually gone through a lot of struggles with mental health personally. And it's really impacted me over the past 6 years, as you can see here, where, especially in the past 2 years, my stress levels have peaked, I've hit burnout, and my burnout had really hit rock bottom in the past few months here. And it was a challenge, and it was something that, really led me towards a pretty dark place, if I had to be completely honest with you all. I would drive home and I would just sit in my car, just in complete silence, and I would just stare off into the distance, and I would just think, where has my life really taken me? What am I doing here? Why am I struggling so much? How much longer can I go through this? And I would wake up many days just dreading trying to get out of bed. And I would actually just lie there and, just think, what if I just quit everything? What if I just stopped, right? And so a lot of people, they don't see this, and I've constantly heard comments such as, you should be really happy to be where you are today. You should be really proud to be where you are today. But truthfully, it was a really lonely experience. And so this quote really touched me. It's by Tony Robbins, and it says, change happens when the pain of staying the same is greater than the pain of change. And so for me, this really resonated with me because I was at a point where I didn't want to live like that anymore, and I knew that I needed to make a change. So some of you may have noticed this on one of the previous slides here. You'll see that I hit rock bottom a few months ago, May 2019, and this month, burnout ends. And after a long 2-year struggle with dealing, with feeling depressed, feeling burnt out, something changed here. And today I actually want to talk to you guys about that. What did I change? So for the first time in 6 years, I put everything on hold, except for 2 things. My relationships with my loved ones, my family, my girlfriend who joins me here today, and my work, which sustains myself, right? And I redirected all of my time towards self-reflection, self-studies, trying to figure out why I was feeling the way that I was feeling, trying to figure out what leads people towards feeling, living a life of happiness and fulfillment. And so during that time, I learned 3 valuable, important lessons that I want to share with you all today. Number 1 is gratitude. Number 2 is self-care. And number 3 relates to purpose. So gratitude. So oftentimes, especially in this day and age where we live such busy lives, we are bombarded with stressors. Every day, we deal with so much stress, whether it's physical, whether it's psychological, whether it's emotional, right? And so what happens is oftentimes we lose sight of the good things in life. We lose sight of things to be grateful for. And I know that I experienced this personally. And so one strategy that I use that takes 5 minutes every day is I spend a few minutes in the morning before I get out of bed gratitude journaling. And what that is that I just write 3 things that I'm grateful for, right? And I do the same thing at night. This is the same thing as brushing our teeth, right? We brush our teeth because we want to make sure that plaque doesn't build up and it doesn't rot away at our teeth. Well, what happens is that negative thoughts can also rot away at our minds if we don't control it, right? And so that's why I do this in the morning and I do it at night. And it helps remind me of the positive things in life, even when things are going pretty badly. Second thing, prioritize self-care. This is something that's so important, especially, again, because we live in a time where we're bombarded with notifications, emails, text messages, social media notifications. And for a lot of us, before we even get out of bed, we're checking all of these things, right? And what you're doing by doing that is you're prioritizing someone else's priorities, not yours. And so I stopped doing that. I started focusing on myself first, whether that's journaling, whether that's exercise. I do that all first before I even check my phone, right? And so one challenge that I have for all of you guys today is ask yourself, if you could only accomplish one thing on your task list today, what is that one thing that would lead to the greatest positive impact in everything else that you do in that day, right? And do that first before you do anything else. The last thing is about purpose. How many of you guys have ever heard of the 3 most important questions? So this is a term coined by one of my favorite leaders and speakers in the personal development space, Vishen Lakhiani. So the 3 most important questions to ask yourself is, what are the experiences you want to have in this lifetime? What is the growth that you need to go through in order to be the person to have those experiences? And and if you are fortunate enough to have those experiences and have that growth, how do you want to contribute back to society? So what you do is you want to take a sheet of paper, you want to draw 3 columns, and you want to label them experiences, growth, and contribution. And you want to deeply reflect on these 3 questions and ask yourself, what experiences do you want to have? What is the growth and how do you want to contribute? And you want to be true to yourself, not have it guided by someone else's beliefs, not your parents' beliefs or society's beliefs, but what actually comes true to your heart, right? And what this does is it paints a blueprint for your life. And it serves as a reminder of why we do what we do, right? And every day when you're about to embark on a new trajectory in your life, you can ask yourself, does it align with the vision that I painted for myself? And so the biggest takeaway message that I have for you guys all today is that, no matter what you do, whether you go, become a doctor, whether you become a pharmacist, whether you become a nurse, whatever profession you choose, these are the 3 most important things to remember. Because what happened was I fell into a really dark place because I lost my sense of purpose, I lost my sense of gratitude, and I lost my understanding of the importance of self-care. And I hope that you're able to learn from my failures, learn through my experiences, so you don't have to make those same mistakes, because ultimately I want you guys to all succeed in whatever profession you choose, right? And I know we didn't get a chance to touch on the very specifics of what I do in my pharmacy practice, or the different initiatives I'm involved in. And by all means, you guys can grab my contact information after. I'd be happy to show you frontline, in person, show you what we do and how I've implemented these 3 things into every aspect of my life, including my pharmacy practice. That's it, guys. Thank you so much. that's it, guys. Hope you really enjoyed this episode. Let me know some of your key insights and takeaways from this, because I'm always interested in hearing your personal feedback. And let me know if there's been any sort of strategies that you've implemented into your personal life and that has really changed the way that you view happiness or success. I'm always interested in hearing your thoughts, and this way we can learn and grow together. Take care, guys.